1, 2, 3, 4. Go! Hey everyone, I'm NanoElite666, and you're watching me play Guild Wars 2. We are back here in the Janthir Wilds, going to meet with Stoic Alder after we have poked around some rifts in the area that are spitting out things that are definitely not Cryptus. So, let's, home sweet home, abandoned homestead. Oh, I know what this is. I bet I know what this is. Hi, Stoic Alder.
Wayfinder. Your punctuality is appreciated.
Yes, I totally wasn't distracted.
Sorry I'm late. The Astral Ward called me to check in on something.
A busy figure you must be. Don't worry. Pokey tells me of the positive impression you've made in town. He may seem adrift in his own world, but he's a keen observer. Takes after me in that regard. As you've proven rather neighborly, I've an offer to extend. This property on which you stand belongs to my family. In recent years, it's become unsuited to our needs. Rather than leave it in disrepair, I thought it might serve as a convenient home base during your stay. All I ask in return is that you tend to it. Admittedly, I've neglected my domestic responsibilities. Graciously, Pokey has tried to care for it on my behalf. But his pace of work has always been unhurried. Afraid he gets that from me as well. Have a look around then. See if the place suits you.
Take a look around inside. What are you doing here, Poised Arrow? Did you get here ahead of me? Yes. He did say he was going to be making his way here when I last talked to him. Look at all this land. Oh, there's a basement. The Cottage That Ran Away by Poised Arrow, Pokey. This Warren storybook looks to have been written and decorated by a cub. A small paw print adorns the cover. There once was a sleepy abandoned cottage on the edge of Harvest End, but this cottage was different from all the others. It had legs! They were long as a heron's and strong as if they belonged to the fastest journeykin in the Derby. But the legs weren't the only thing that made the cottage special. It also snored, long and loud into the night. Some bearkin neighbors complained that the cottage kept them awake all night. Between its thunderous snores and the coughs of smoke that wheezed from its chimney, the village bearkin were fed up with all the noise. One morning the neighbors knocked on the cottage door, or at least they tried to, but the cottage stood so tall on its legs that nobody could reach the front stoop. A few bearkin tried climbing the legs, but the cottage was ticklish. It shook so mightily with laughter that the bearkin could hardly make it a few claw lengths up without falling off. So the bearkin got a new idea. They tossed stones at the cottage door, trying to make knocking sounds. This seemed to get its attention, until one stone missed and accidentally broke the cottage window. Ouch! The cottage shrieked as broken glass streamed down its front like teardrops. The bearkin called out their apologies, but it was too late. In a huff, the cottage stormed off, stomping as many of the bearkin's flower beds and gardens as it could along the way. For many moons, none of the village bearkin knew where the cottage went. Some rumors said it had been spotted in the bog, but no one worked up the courage to go check. Indeed, the cottage had found a secret spot near the bog's edge where no one could cause it any more trouble. Until one day, a strange woman appeared on the cottage's front stoop. How she scaled its legs to the heights of the stoop, even the cottage was unsure. Poor thing, she said, her voice full of forced pity. Those awful bearkin can be so cruel, she cooed. And through some strange show of odd gestures and harsh sounds, she mended the cottage window. The cottage was shocked and confused, but most of all, happy. Though the broken window was an accident, the truth was that the cottage hadn't felt this love since before its builder had left it so long ago. In a tremendous whoosh of warm, dusty air, the cottage swung open its door, welcoming the woman sighed. A bit dusty, but you will do quite nicely for my needs here in the bog. Yes, quite nicely. She smiled a sour smile, and then shut the door behind her with a surprising gentleness. From then on, she oft made herself at home in the cottage. Every visit, the cottage invited her in with a cozy fire and the warm light of the hearth. And here she'd roost lazily by the window, scouring for unlucky bearkin lost wandering the bog alone. At the end of the story, a note in much neater writing reads, "Spooky and creative. A fine story, Pokey. Imaginative as always." Well, let's wander upstairs and see what Poised Arrow here has to say. Hey, bud.
Oh, the Wayfinder arrives. I bet this is a change from your typical to-dos. 1 minute waging battle, the next relegated to chores. Oh, quite fortunate for us, though.
Such is the life of a video game character.
This place has seen a lot, and so have we. Been intending to ask my friends for a hand with all this, but a riveting offer it is not. Sparring? Nah, come help Pokey Dust. That's where the true fun resides. Sometimes I sneak up here, try to get a little done myself, but take my time with things I do. Every so often I fall into a swift pace, but then I come across some remaining trinket of my mother's and, well, I understand why my pa rather keep his distance from this place.
Let's investigate the glinting object in the corner. No, first I'm going to stare at the balcony out the back. Well, that bridge is busted. Let's go show the keepsake to Stoic Alder. What is it? Looks like a necklace. Either a spear or an arrowhead on a necklace.
You found this here. This place is no longer home to me. But perhaps it can be for you. I have no need for it any longer. And I am certain it has none for me.
Accept Stoic Alder's generous gift. Well, what do you say? I'd be honored to look after this place, Stoic Alder. Your mate would be happy to see this place in all its glory, I accept. Or you bet your furry behind I'll take this homestead. Hell yeah.
An explanation is not owed, but it has been earned. This I made long ago for my mate. Silken Weir was her name. A small gift for bringing our little arrow into the world. As a cub, our son would paw at it in play when she held him. On one such occasion, I overheard her tell him, "One day, when you've grown strong and wise, like your paw, I'll make you this arrow's keeper. Then soar you shall, poised and unwavering, on a path of your own making. All these years, still, She makes me laugh. Like your paw. When forever, it's been clear, the arrow of our lives, who I see more of in our son every day, was her. Then, Jormag came and went. And so did she. Sentimental as I am, I thought she wore this piece off to battle. But clearly now, I see why she left it. For no matter what fate would befall her, her promise to our son she'd keep, that she made sure of. When my son finds himself sickened by grief, I tell him, allow the feeling. Let it wash over you. For when the tide recedes, and it will, it weakens, till it has no power left with which to pull you. I tell him this while I stand ashore, with my own back turned to the sea.
Okay, I've unlocked the Conjured Doorway. This ability is accessed from the Mastery skill palette and opens a door to your homestead almost anywhere in Tyria using magic. Of the Astral Ward. It's only available in open world maps. Oh, no, not scan for Rift. Summon Conjured Doorway. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I get me a friggin' house now. A real life, honest to God, damned house. Anyways, looks like we get to clean up the place. This is one of the big selling points of the expansion here was player housing, actual player housing, and not just the home instance in your main city that you can't really do anything with. People have been wanting home instancing in this game for, I'm pretty sure, almost as long as it's been out.
With you in merely a moment.
Oh, okay. Let's go clean up more shit. Like that rat. Like that rat. Go away, rat. Let's clean up the hearth at the fireplace. Clean up the dust pile. We'll clean up some cobwebs. And the wasp damage. Oh, who put that wasp there? It's like it came out of the wasp hole I just cleaned up. Go away, dust mite. Let's see, any other unique things I can clean up in here? Dust mite, dust pile, rat, cobweb. Let's clean up this cobweb over the door.
Just a second more.
You being lazy there, bud. Oh yeah, looks like this bridge is going to be part of things too, because it's got floating debris. Just sit here and repair the entire bridge, just like that. this floating debris. Explosively get rid of the floating debris. Oh, who put the river drake there?
Moving out.
It's over.
What we got here? Sunken debris. Hey, glowy spot over there. I bet that's the magical gate.
Adrenaline building.
Nearly finished.
Alright, let's clean up the rest.
On my mark.
Boulders can be tossed at the mine. There's a mine? How much are they giving me with this homestead? I get a mine?
Swiftly.
Let's see. Turbite mounds and grub tails and boulders.
Ready to hit.
I'm sorry, did I not wait quite long enough to smash it?
Might. On my mark.
Almost done.
Alright, let's go back and talk to Stoic Alder again.
Shaping up quite nicely. Though a bit of decoration would give it a true feeling of home. You'd be wise to speak with Deft Lahar, our homestead master. Decoration is one of the lowlands' finest traditions. Quite fond of it myself. I'll be happy to provide suggestions. Been told I have an eye for this sort of thing.
Alright, well, let's go talk to Deft Lahar for knowledge about crafting homestead decorations. What are you doing in here? Just sitting around being lazy? Seems like it. Alright, well, out we go. I've got mail. Echoes of night, do you believe? To the one they call Wayfinder. I've been watching you. I say this not to alarm you, but rather to entice you. You see, I've been hard at work on something of a cryptozoological investigation. It seems the sort of task to which you'd be uniquely suited, physically without question, but also parapsychologically. Your support is crucial in helping me prove the existence of the notorious crow-footed skulker. Come speak with me if you are interested in unveiling the truth. Well, show me. Look for a house near the Sleuth Bra Fields. Okay, well. First, I'm going to go learn about doing housing decorations. Hello, Deft Lahar. Lahar. I'm going to go run around in your house. Is there anything fun in here? Nope. I don't see any clickables to read.
Yeah?
Your leader sent me. I'm fixing up an old home of his, and
So Ald's finally doing something about that place. Huh. And you're helping? Told him 1,000 times I'd help, but no. Rather trust some horn-headed feline. Well, tough. Every homesteader in town needs materials for their pet projects.
Who's there?
No one.
Talking to someone you are. My ears are far sharper than yours.
No one worth a bother.
Well, you're grumpy. What do you need? If I help supply materials for you, would you tell me more about crafting? You scratch my back, I scratch yours. That it? Well, fine. We need logs, but the trees won't fell themselves. Deal! I'll be back soon. Let's go chop down trees! Use my warclaw to topple trees and collect lumber. Bonk. Oh, you know, actually, I bet I have to... I don't think it did right. Yay! I have toppled the tree. That person just did the exact same thing I tried at first. Alright, more trees. And I just did me a sniff. I need a backup beeper. Beep, 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 crunch.
Just wait for dawn.
Did a sniff. Is that just highlighting like... Yes, it is. Like every little NPC. Oh, I missed. Where am I storing all this lumber? That's the important question. Foul Raven Trap. It's got a thing to do. I wonder if that's tied to a heart quest. I'm gonna touch it. Sprinkle blood over trap. And I'm bleeding. Oh, okay. I sprinkled my own blood over the trap, it looks like. Free the Valraven. And now it's angry.
On my mark! Adrenaline almost full. On my mark! Feel the pain.
I did a thing. Alright, let's go find another tree to pull down. Fallen Star. I have wandered outside my area. Yes, I know how to topple trees. I've been toppling trees. I just have to find one more tree to topple. Let's go this way. Hey, look, more trees. Ooh, ancient stone. All right. Excuse me, you stupid Valraven. I am trying to do lumber work here. What do you mean, no line of sight? No line of sight my ass. Stupid piece of shit's right there.
Adrenaline almost full.
Anyways. Yes, I know how to topple trees. I've done that. Alright, Mr. Grumpy Bear, I've got lumber
I've
for you.
already started stockpiling honey for Torpor. Nothing beats a spoonful of honey on a cold winter's
Did
day.
all that? That fast?
Hi.
Got work
Waking up with
ethic, that'll
honey in my
give
fur
you.
is not my favorite
What are you
thing.
fixing to craft, exactly?
Instead, I've got berries,
Well,
nuts,
the place
fish,
could use
a little bit of
pretty
everything.
much everything.
The salmon this season
That
has been
bad,
utterly
huh?
divine.
Start with the basics, then.
It's a
How
testament
about
to the abundance
a
of our
bag?
land.
Simple,
We're truly
practical,
blessed.
and if you screw it up, you won't have far to fall when the thing collapses. Now, I can give you instructions, but I can't build the damn thing for you. 'Tis the beauty of crafting. So
Dead
try
or
your
alive.
hand.
Protect
You
the
get
bearkin.
stuck,
We
do
cannot leave
like
the
us
bog
lower.
empty-handed.
Look around. No better builder than nature. Shapes, angles, patterns, all intentional, all ripe with purpose. Take birds' nests. Don't see the birds sleeping on slats of wood, huh? So you might want to follow suit. Lucky for you, best weaver in the town is right behind me. I'd still deem her best even if she weren't right behind me.
Protect the gatherers.
Wouldn't bet my last bit of thread on it.
Alright, let's talk to Patient Willow about adding a special cultural touch.
Here your bed's a bit bare. Nothing to fret over. There's plenty of patterns a novice could weave well enough. Know what you're thinking. How could such unwieldy paws weave so delicate a pattern?
No, not really.
The trick is in the tips of the claws. Perfect for detailed work. Some fine things come from places overlooked.
Have you seen my hands?
Now let's see. Perhaps... Oh, I know just the one. Used in many a
Protect the
tradition.
gatherers.
Consummation of mates. Coming of age. Symbolizes new beginnings. Yes, she'll do right by you both. Best make haste now. Ald will be waiting on you. Wish him well for me.
And tell him he's hard-headed as they come about asking for help. But good on him for finally letting some light in.
Collecting materials for a bed. Open the hero panel. Select personal decorations category within the crafting tab. Let's see.
Why are there so many? Balance was shattered before we started. It isn't worth our lives. Get back. Flee now.
Apprentice decorations. Why are those redded out? Probably because they don't have shit to make them. Here we go. Collapse all. Let's see. What was I looking for? Personal decorations category within the crafting tab. I see novice decorations. Traditional coat and bed. Oh yeah, that's why those things are red, because, haha, I'm not trained in those assorted. Getting the feeling that, brain. Handiworker. That must be what I'm looking for. Novice, initiate, apprentice, journeyman. Okay, I was about to wonder. It's like, am I going to have to take up a new crafting discipline? Well, let's see. Coating fancy bed or a traditional bed? Either way, I need wool scraps and honey flowers and refined homestead wood. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's ask Def Lahar about obtaining the materials. What materials do I need to craft this bed? You'll need a good amount of wood for this kind of project, but if you use higher quality logs, it won't take as many to refine what you need. How do I refine wood? You can refine wood and other materials at their homestead. You've done good work there, though. Good work here, though. You've done good work here, though. Here's a few to get started as thanks. It's very generous of you. What else do I need? Some wool for the padding and blankets, and honey flowers are a key component for the traditional dyeing process Willow Light taught you. Where can I find honey flowers? All over the place. They grow wild throughout the Delta. Keep an eye out. I'm sure you'll have enough gathered in no time. Got it. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap it up for this part because it is that time. It's actually past that time. So, once again, I thank you all for watching. I hope you've been enjoying. As always, if you have any suggestions or recommendations for games that you think I should play that might make for a good series like this at some point in the future, or if you just wish to give me a shout, give me some feedback, let me know how I'm doing. Am I doing good? Am I doing bad? If I'm doing bad, what can I do to go from doing bad to doing good? Or if you just wish to inform me that I'm a terrible person because, well, when I was clearing out my homestead, clearing out the front yard, I didn't remove the dead tree, so I didn't get to see what doing that was like. You may inform me of such in the comments below. PC, PS4, PS5, and Switch for game recommendations, as that's all that I can currently record on right now. And as always, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, then please subscribe to the channel. We'll be kept up to date whenever I post up new videos, and then you won't ever have to miss out on any of the shenanigans that go down in this small little corner of the internet. Also, if you know of anyone else who might enjoy watching this sort of thing, please share this video or one of my other videos with them. Hello, little dragonfly bug. In my outro bit. Point them in my general direction, so maybe they might potentially swing by and be amused by the shenanigans that go down in this little corner of the internet. Also, you should follow me on Twitter, at NanoElite666, as I'll be using that to make news updates and announcements and such regarding the channel whenever the need should arise in the future. I see a welcome note up there. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I thank you all for watching. I hope you have been enjoying. I'm NanoElite666, and I will see you all next time, where we get to do home decoration, it looks like. Woo! Should be fun. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see when we get there.